UFOs are real, burgeoning, and not going away. This is the coming great deception. However, when we go up, they come down. When we go up, they show up. I am your intrepid host, coming to you from an undisclosed location somewhere deep in the heart of the Santa Monica Mountains. This will blow your mind because it's blowing my mind. This is a picture. I believe it's real, and I will show it to you. And I think your mind will be blown too. But first, a word from our trusted sponsor. How fast can stock market sentiment change? In an instant, folks. Just ask NVIDIA investors. Nearly $600 billion in market value wiped out overnight. No warning, no second chances. Noble Gold Investments is alerting all clients, diversify now. Market crashes don't wait. They strike fast, devastating the unprepared. But smart investors, they're already one step ahead, protected and prepared. For nearly a decade, my friends at Noble Gold Investments have helped thousands protect their wealth with gold IRAs and physical gold. With over $2 billion in precious metal sales, Noble Gold is a trusted choice for Americans serious about financial security. Gold, it's real, it's yours, it retains value. And now, when you open a qualified account, you'll receive 2 5-ounce Silver America the Beautiful coins free. Are you diversified? If not, when will you act? After your portfolio is down 10, 20, 30%? Or will you protect your portfolio now? The next market crash won't send a warning. Visit noblegoldinvestments.com today. That's noblegoldinvestments.com. Don't just grow your wealth, guard it. Folks, we did. We invested several years ago, and I'm really glad we did. noblegoldinvestments.com, noblegoldinvestments.com. Remember, there's no guarantee here, and you look into this investment. Talk to your financial advisor before you make the investment, as there is no guarantee. But I got to tell you, personally, I'm glad we invested in noblegoldinvestments.com. People have talked about gateways and portals opening up, and from that, UFOs appearing. In other words, like there's a gateway and the UFO appears through the gateway. The following picture that I'm going to show you is amazing because it shows that. And I want to thank Frankie for allowing me, first of all, to use the photograph. And we're just going to keep everyone anonymous, and I understand why. But what we see, the brown is the roof of a house. It's at night. And what we see is a gateway, a portal opening. And then through that, already on the other side, is this white ball of light, which is a craft, in my opinion. So what we're seeing here is, I've heard about this, and I've had some other pictures, but nothing as dramatic as this. Let's put it that way. I've never seen a photograph that's this dramatic because something just came through. And I'm not making this stuff up at this point. I do not believe the photograph is doctored in any way, having talked to Frankie, and her daughter apparently took it. I'm not sure that Frankie's a boy, a man, or a woman, so forgive me. But at any rate, let's talk about this. If these are interdimensional entities, it makes sense. Think about this for a second. And this is my proof text for this. When Daniel, the book of Daniel, when Daniel is praying, it takes the angel 21 days before the angel arrives at Daniel's door. What are we looking at here? And then the angel tells Daniel very succinctly, I was restrained by the prince of Persia for 21 days. I was restrained. I had to go get Michael. Think about this, folks. This scripture is so pregnant with meaning. It gives us an insight into the angelic war, which has been going on for millennia. He had to go get Michael and his troops, and they fought against the Prince of Persia. Is the Prince of Persia just one main entity with a bunch of lesser fallen angels around? We don't know. We don't get a description. How do they fight? We don't know. They don't thumb wrestle, I'll tell you that much. They're not arm wrestling up there. Can angels, both the good guys and the bad guys, can be wounded? They have to be. Otherwise, how would you fight? So let's say you score and you get a wound, that angel is out, but he can heal himself? Is this why, and I'm going on a rabbit trail, is this why Goliath when David and Goliath, David cuts the giant's head off, decapitates him, because now he can't heal. That's never going to happen. So with a fallen angel or a good angel, can they be wounded? I don't know. How do they fight in the book of Revelation? When we read that Michael and his angels fight with the devil and his angels, and the devil and his angels are overcome. How are they overcome? You know, it's not a rugby scrummage. It's not what we're looking at. And we're not told. We are completely ignorant. We can only surmise. We can only look at it and look at it and say, well, this is conjecture on my part. But what I find interesting is the angel, the good angel that appears to Daniel, has to somehow go through what? A gateway, an opening, a portal. Why can't he just do an end run and come in the back door? He can't do that. I don't understand, and I know no one understands this, how these gateways and portals work. And why is it that the good angel had to go get Mike and the boys, and they come in and they fight the Prince of Persia, and he finally gets through? What are we looking at here? What are we looking at? If they are extraterrestrial beings, why can't they just come here in the atmosphere and land? If they're interdimensional entities coming from another dimension, all of a sudden everything just begins like dominoes going down. There's a gateway, there's a portal, they're coming through that gateway, they're coming through that portal. So I'm going to reach out to Frankie and find out if there's any mounds in the area, if there's any ancient structures or megalithic sites in the area, and we'll go from there. I do find this incredibly interesting, and I think you do too. Here's the bottom line, for me anyway, that the phenomenon is not going away. Anna Paulina Luna recently stated on the record that there's going to be a big announcement in a couple of days. So once I get wind of that, I will be reporting it right here. Also, our What is the Truth track, which is right here, okay, there it is. We've completely redone them, and we're ordering another 10,000 of them. And once we get them, I'll let you know. When you order anything from a store, and I would ask that you think about getting the Rungs of Disclosure or our 10-box DVD set on UFOs, thanks to Gil Zimmerman and I, my business partner, Gil. There are 10 films on the whole UFO phenomena. Folks, this thing's heating up. And what amazes me is all the people sort of, looking on the periphery, now jumping into the fray and talking about it. I'm trying to get Chris Bledsoe and also other people from the other side of the aisle. Bledsoe is talking about the return of Jesus in 2026. I'll be talking about that in another update and another show. I do not believe that for a second. I think he's deceived, with all due respect, but I think he's deceived. And when you take a familiar spirit like that, how do you know whether they're telling you the truth or they're lying? You don't. That's why we're told in the Guidebook of the Supernatural, i.e. their Bibles, not to engage with these entities. So the bottom line is the phenomenon is heating up. More and more people are looking into it. More and more people are weighing in on it. I've been doing the research on this for decades, and the Lord has me in this position for a time such as we are in right now. That's it. LAMarzulli.com, runsofdisclosure.com. It's an interactive site. Go check it out. I was on Coast to Coast last night. Thank you, George Norrie, for having me on. It was a great 2 hours. Lots of great questions, by the way. Always good to see George and the crew on Coast to Coast, Tom Danheiser, and others. Just a little bit of housekeeping stuff here. Our movie, our film on the Shroud of Turin and the Holy Fire is getting closer to being finished, and I'll give you updates on that. So check that picture out. John, let's just close with the picture. Let's just let it sit there for maybe 20 seconds. That's it, folks. Remember, UFOs are real, burgeoning, not going away. This is the coming great deception. However, when we go up, they come down. When we go up, they show up. Thanks for watching.